Okay, we're live, we're live, we're live. Make sure. Oh, come on. Okay. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Okay, let me get this out of here. Can you guys hear me? If you're on, let me know that you can hear me. I should plug my microphone in. I'm sure you can hear me. Okay. PowerPoint up. That's a problem. See what you see. Hey, Megan. Hi, Melissa. Let me just see what's happening here. I want to see how you see it. Hold on. Oh, you don't see it at all. Oh, that's why. Hold on. Now you should see it. Perfect. Hi, Shell. Okay, let's dive in because I got a ton of stuff I want to cover. We're going to talk about essential oils to release anxiety and stress less. If you have any questions as we're going, please just comment them and I can check them. I'm watching them, so I should be able to answer them. While I'm looking to the right, I have it pulled up so I can see it. Okay, so if you guys don't know me, my name is Dr. Jennifer Shaw, Doctor of Physical Therapy. So I am here today to talk to you about what I've learned about essential oils, stress, anxiety, the stress cycle, and all of that. So we're going to start with a little background, a little science. We'll talk about stress first. 75 to 90% of all doctor's visits are related to conditions caused by stress. Stress is actually a necessary part of our life. It tells us to go put the fire out. It tells us to leave an unsafe situation. It tells us to be safe when someone's veering into our lane on the road. It's really important to have a stress response. We don't want to turn off our stress response, but we want to modulate our stress response. We can't have our stress response ruling our lives. And the degree of stress that we encounter in modern society has really just reached an epidemic level. It's just unrealistic to think that we can survive with the level of stress that most people live with. And stress is nothing more than a socially acceptable form of mental illness. That's according to Richard Carlson. There's a great little quote. So the stress cycle. What is stress? Stress is the body's reaction to harmful stimuli. So you see here, you have the stressor. Then we have the reaction to stress. It wears and tears on the body and organ systems. It reduces optimal health, increases sensitivity to stress, and then the stressors repeat themselves. And it just cycles and cycles and cycles. And what happens here is stress puts our body, hey Tiff, stress puts our body into fight or flight. So what happens then when we're in fight or flight? So we have what's called the autonomic nervous system. The autonomic nervous system is made up of two main components, the sympathetic and the parasympathetic nervous system. The sympathetic nervous system is your fight or flight, and your parasympathetic nervous system is your rest and digest. So fight or flight causes us to increase our heart rate, breath quickens, muscles tighten, blood pressure rises. This allows us to jump into action to leave a stressful situation. Rest and digest is when our body is recovering, our digestive system's working, the blood circulation is dispersed throughout the body the way it should be. And that's really where we want to spend most of our time. Unfortunately, in this day and age, most people spend lifetime in fight or flight. They don't know how to get out of fight or flight. And it's continual stress like this can cause burnout to our adrenal glands and other health concerns, which we will talk about. I could do a whole PowerPoint on its own on just the adrenal system and the endocrine system. So chronic stress, some of the symptoms or things that can be caused by chronic stress are suppressed immune system, slow metabolism, slow cell regeneration, It can cause airway restrictions. It can cause muscle tension, weight gain, heart disease, depression, difficulty sleeping, addictive behaviors, diabetes, hypertension, arthritis, osteoporosis, impaired cognitive function, reduced creativity, impaired memory, impaired problem-solving skills, headaches, sexual dysfunction, and irritability. I'm sure just reading that list is a little scary, and we don't want to be living in that form of stress. We don't want to be in this chronic stress, right? We want to get out of chronic stress, and we want to live a healthier life. So what happens a lot of times with this great old stress cycle is we have a stressful day, which causes us to eat unhealthy. We stop and get that fast food or eat something really quick really late at the end of the day, because that's what our time allows to, because we've had a stressful day. Then we get bad sleep because we ate super close with unhealthy food close to our sleep. We skip our exercise the next morning because we're tired, because we didn't sleep good. And then we have another stressful day, which causes some more poor eating, which causes some more bad sleep, which causes skipping more exercise. And we cycle and cycle and cycle. And really the important thing is figuring out where you can break this cycle. So let's talk about anxiety. Anxiety is the body's natural response to stress. We're going to talk about some different forms of anxiety, but in general, anxiety is your body telling you that you are in overdrive, that you are in stress. And there's things that we can do to help get out of that. You can deal with feelings of fear, apprehension, but really it affects 40 million adults. This should be 18.1, my fault, 181%. No, 18.1% of the population deals with anxiety. Some of this was in my blog post from yesterday, if you saw it. But anyway, we have anxiety, and there's two different types of anxiety. You can have episodic anxiety or physiological imbalance anxiety. So episodic anxiety is when you have a trigger, a stressful situation that causes you anxiety that leads to a chemical response within your brain and endocrine system, which causes physiological changes that we talked about: heart rate, blood pressure, sweating. Then we work through that and we get back to a state of balance. Okay. And then a trigger happens again. Those are episodic. So the length changes, the trigger changes, right? But these are things that are caused by, like, let's for instance say you almost get in an accident on the way home from work. You're going to have a chemical response. Adrenaline's going to flood your system. It's going to cause your heart rate to raise. It's going to cause you to get sweaty palms. Your respiratory rate's going to quicken. And then you realize that you're safe. You didn't get in the accident. You get home. You come back to a state of balance, right? Now, if you have a physiologic imbalance, you'll have a chemical response without a trigger that'll cause the physiological symptoms and then the state of balance, and it'll keep cycling this way. So for instance, somebody who has a physiologic imbalance might out of nowhere have a really big anxious reaction, like a panic attack, right? Or the trigger could be something small that wouldn't set the average person off, such as like your coworker drops something on the floor, and that causes you to go into a really big state of fight or flight. So if your body's already in that stress cycle, you can get back into that really quickly, or you have trauma or something, it can cause you to have that chemical response and physiological changes to a really, I don't want to say, not because it's not that the stimuli is insignificant. It's significant to you if it's causing that reaction, right? But it's insignificant to the average person. So there's something inside of you that's saying, whoa, I need to have a huge reaction to this small stimuli. Whereas somebody who doesn't have a physiologic imbalance might not have such a large reaction to such a small stimuli, right? And sometimes we can throw ourselves off and into these physiological imbalances more easily with lack of sleep, drugs, alcohol, unhealthy habits, right? So that can cause some issues there. So there's just the two different kinds I want you to understand. So there's 4 different neurotransmitters. I talked about this yesterday in the Tips Tuesday, but I want you to have an understanding of this as we talk about some of the essential oils that you can use I wish I had time to go into more of the science, but I don't, but that's okay. We can go deeper at another point. But serotonin is very important here. It's found mostly in the digestive system. However, it's also found in the central nervous system, brain, and spinal cord. It's considered a natural mood stabilizer, and deficiency in this can lead to intense feelings of sadness. This is why gut health is so very important for emotional health. If your gut is unhealthy, your emotions are going to be unhealthy. You need to have a healthy gut. So we'll do some talk about cleansing here in one of these Wednesday Oil Academy trainings. GABA, gamma aminobutyric acid, is a natural occurring amino acid that works as a neurotransmitter in our brains. It produces a calming effect in our brains, and deficiencies in this can lead to overstimulation of our neurons and lead to anxious feelings. So we need GABA to keep us calm. And then you have alkaloids, which support the body's ability to sustain serotonin and GABA. If we don't have good, healthy levels of alkaloids, we're not going to have good, healthy levels of GABA and serotonin. There is a very selective group of alkaloids that talk to receptors in our body that produce serotonin and GABA. So they all kind of work together to say, hey, we need to keep producing this. And then we need essential fatty acids. These are essential for supporting brain structure and function. However, 80% of the population is deficient in fatty acids such as omega-3s and 6s. So I'll talk to you about what I use to make sure that I have the proper level of omegas. So simple, healthy habits that you can use to decrease stress and anxiety. Having a healthy diet, drinking enough water is huge. Half your body weight in ounces is a minimum, and I mean very, very minimum. If you sweat in any way, shape, or form, work out, you need to make sure you're increasing that. If you drink caffeine, you need to make sure you're increasing that. Our water intake is super important. Exercising regularly, 30 minutes, 5 times a week is pretty generic example of what we should be doing. Diffusing relaxing oils. We're going to talk about so many essential oils today that you can use. Woodsy, floral, citrus oils, Epsom salt baths. One of my favorite ways to de-stress. I love adding essential oils to my baths. Meditation or prayer, whatever kind of word you want to use, calming the mind. Sitting in stillness, that's so powerful. Deep breathing. According to the American Institute of Stress, breathing is the #1 reducer of stress. Number one. So with that being said, it's really simple to couple your essential oils with your deep breathing. So you can take your essential oil. I have doTERRA's new adaptive here. This is available October 1st. We're going to talk a lot about it today. I can take a drop in my hand, and I can take a few deep breaths. Just pause throughout the day to just do that, and you'll be amazed at what happens to your stress level. I love this new blend. It's so good. Kindness and gratitude. Do something kind for somebody else. Express gratitude to someone. Write in a gratitude journal. It's really great for reducing stress and anxiety. Just being, sitting, find a place. Can you eat lunch outside under a tree in the quiet by yourself without your cell phone? That's the challenge. Can you go to the beach and just put your feet in the ocean and just be? Can you reach out to friends and family that fill you up? Can you listen to music? These are all great ways to decrease stress and anxiety. Supplements for anxiety and stress. We need to make sure we're giving our body the proper supplementation. One of the top things I recommend is taking doTERRA's Lifelong Vitality Pack. This has your whole food bioavailable vitamins and minerals, antioxidants. We have our turmeric, our ginkgo biloba, our pomegranate seed extract, all of that jazz is in here in the alpha CRS, your XC omegas, your fatty acids, your omegas. This is key to getting your emotional health in check. You need these omegas. They're life-changing. The XC omega is a unique blend of plant and marine source essential fatty acids to help balance your body's natural anti-inflammatory response by reducing oxidative stressors. Really cool is that it has a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you do not feel a difference within 30 days of taking this Lifelong Vitality Pack, you get your money back. That's so great. I've never had anybody get their money back because they all love it. But still, if you don't, you can get your money back. But key to our cognitive health, our emotional health, our physiological balance in our brains is giving our body the nutrients and the omegas that it needs. And that is done for you right here. If you were to go to the grocery store and try to get everything in this, it would cost you over $300. doTERRA packages together for just $79.50 for you. If you're on and you take Lifelong Vitality Pack, give me a thumbs up because these things are amazing. I don't go a day without them. Okay, so another supplement that I highly recommend is one of doTERRA's brand new supplements. This is the Adaptive Calming Blend. This is a brand new blend that they created that is specific for anxiety, stress, overwhelm, burnout. It looks like this. It's awesome. You take it in the morning, just one. It calms and relaxes and promotes positive feelings, supports mood and helps improve the state of mind, helps when it acclimating to new surroundings and adapting to stressful situations. It supports cognitive function and emotional balance, promotes mental well-being. I mean, who doesn't want all of those things? This is available October 1st. I've heard some really incredible stories already of people using them with their children, getting them off their Adderall, ADD medication, ADHD medication, using this in conjunction with their anti-anxiety medication in the hopes that one day they can get off their anti-anxiety medication. I have no doubt that coupled with the Lifelong Vitality Pack that the Adaptive will help thousands of people get off prescriptions for their anxiety. Lori said she's so excited about these. I took one before bed the other day and I slept so good. Oh, that's awesome, Lori. That's great. Yeah, I take this in the morning for sure. And I've been really enjoying it. Just kind of keeps me at peace. So definitely something to check out if you deal with anxiety, overwhelm, stress, focus issues, ADD, ADHD, anything like that. You can start taking one of these a day. October 1st, they come out. Another great option here as supplement is the Serenity Soft Gels. We need sleep to break our stress cycle. We need to get a good night's sleep. So Serenity helps to relieve occasional sleeplessness, promotes healthy relaxation and sleep, helps make a difference in the quality and the ease of going to sleep, encourages restful sleep, calms the nervous system, helps with anxious feelings, overwhelm, reduces stress. These are key. I don't take them every night, but I take them on the nights that I feel like I'm going to have trouble calming my mind and going to sleep. These are incredible for you for sleep. Absolute necessity. So if you struggle at all with sleep, go ahead and take them. They're all natural. They're non-addictive. You can take them one night and not for another week. You can take them every night. You can do whatever works for you. I travel a lot and I change time zones a lot. These are my go-to when I'm changing time zones because I need to be able to get onto that time zone and function optimally really quickly because sometimes I'm traveling for a short period of time. Sometimes I'm there for a long time, right? Sometimes I'm gone for 3 months. Sometimes I'm gone for 3 days. So very cool. You must check these out if you have trouble with sleep. Another option for supplementation here for stress, anxiety, overwhelm is the Copaiba Soft Gels. Copaiba is an amazing essential oil that comes from the sap of trees from the Brazilian rainforest. It comes in a convenient, easy to swallow soft gel that delivers internal benefits. You also can get this in the oil and just put it under your tongue. Supports cardiovascular, immune, digestive system. Powerful antioxidant, soothes and supports the nervous system. Great for anxiety, great for overwhelm, great for stress. Really amazing. I had a friend try this yesterday. She uses CBD every day. And what she told me was she had 3 drops under her tongue, similar relief to CBD. But what we have been learning over the last year is, 68% of CBD on the market is not what it says it is. And it actually is being linked to liver damage and things like that, where Copaiba is not. The therapeutic dose of Copaiba is 1 to 3 drops or 1 soft gel, so you don't need as much. So these are absolutely incredible to add into your routine of supplementation for anxiety, stress, and overwhelm. So here's my routine of I have some other things I obviously take, but this is just specifically for my stress, my anxiety. I run a really big health and wellness company with 2 different facets. My one-on-one consulting that I do with my private clients and my whole doTERRA business. And that takes a lot. On top of that, I teach yoga. I have a lot of pieces that are working. So it's really easy for somebody like me to get overwhelmed or in the weeds. And having a routine like this allows me to really prioritize sleep and my emotional health. So what I do here is in the morning, I take 2 of doTERRA's Lifelong Vitality Pack, 2 of each. So the the 3 components, the VMZ, Alpha Serex, Xe Omega. So 6 in the morning, 6 in the evening. I take 1 adaptive capsule now in the morning. I've been loving this. It's great. Then I also take 1 Serenity and 1 Copaiba in the evening. So you can take a Copaiba soft gel in the AM as well if you need increased support with your anxiety and your overwhelm. But give it a try, see how you like it. This is my supplement schedule for that. Okay, so essential oils for stress and anxiety. The number 1 oil I'm going to recommend is our brand new Adaptive. This essential oil is a blend of wild orange, lavender, copaiba, spearmint, magnolia, rosemary, neroli, and sweet gum. It is an incredible blend. It smells amazing. It's not too girly. It's not too masculine. It's great for everyone. It helps boost mood, complements effective work and study. It calms and relaxes. It's calming and relaxing aroma, increases feelings of tranquility, reduces feelings of anxiousness and tension. You can apply it topically to the web of your hands, the base of your neck, your shoulders, base of your skull, or you can diffuse it. So it's a really great one to just really work on that calming of the brain, of the neurons, and helping the body get what it needs. Oh, and I forgot to mention this with the adaptive soft gels. The science in here is actually to increase the GABA production and serotonin production through the process of the alkaloid. So it's working on that science level to really make sure that our body is producing what it needs to naturally feel good. It's not just band-aiding our emotions, which is really cool. Okay, so I'm going to go through kind of like long lists here. You can screenshot these. You can go back and watch this, but these are just general essential oils for anxiety. As we get to the end of this, I'm going to give you roller bottle recipes and diffuser recipes. So don't stress out. Just kind of think about which ones you like. You don't have to use all of these. You can pick which one works for you and you like. So some general oils for anxiety: bergamot, clary sage, frankincense, lavender, vetiver, wild orange, serenity, balance, citrus bliss, forgive, and adaptive. Adaptive. I have the E on the end of it and it shouldn't, my fault. Essential oils for environmental stress. So like stress at work: cinnamon, frankincense, geranium, juniper berry, sandalwood, wild orange, citrus bliss, balance, forgive, adaptive. You'll see a lot of them coming up over and over again, right? Essential oils for nervous tension. The calming blend, Serenity. Douglas fir, in tune, past tense, black spruce. Essential oils for stress and from overwhelm: juniper berry, serenity, balance, adaptive. Physical stress, so you're feeling it really in your body: geranium, lavender, clear, citrus bliss, forgive, past tense, deep blue. Essential oils for shock: bergamot, frankincense, geranium, helichrysum, melaleuca, peppermint, Roman chamomile, citrus bliss, elevation. Essential oils for trauma: cedarwood, frankincense, jasmine, lavender, melissa, Roman chamomile, vetiver, ylang ylang, serenity, balance, adaptive. And then we're going to talk about the top 5 oils for stress here in a second. Miranda asked, no age limit on the adaptive soft gels for kids. As long as they can swallow the soft gel, they're good to go. I was reading, somebody gave it to their 6-year-old. Here's the thing. Their 6-year-old was taking Adderall. So their 6-year-old can take plants, right? As long as they can swallow the pill. Okay, top 5 essential oils for stress. Lavender, considered the most common essential oil. Lavender oil benefits include having a calming, relaxing effect. It is considered a nervous system restorative and helps with inner peace, sleep, restlessness, irritability, panic attacks, nervous stomach, and general nervous tension. Roman chamomile, good for stress, shock, insomnia, overexcitement, lowers blood pressure, helps with anger and irritability, good for emotional balance. Wild orange, good for insomnia, stress, anxiety, nervousness, fear, concentration, and emotional balance. Frankincense, great for treating depression and anxiety because it helps provide a calming and tranquil energy as well as spiritually grounding. It deepens meditation and quiets the mind. Vetiver has a tranquil, grounding, and reassuring energy, often used in trauma, helps with self-awareness, calmness, and stabilization. A nervous system tonic. It decreases jitteriness and hypersensitivity and is also useful in panic attacks and shock. And then bonus, the adaptive. I keep having an E on here, my fault. I just put this all together and obviously can't spell. But it's a combination of wild orange, lavender, copaiba, spearmint, magnolia, rosemary, and neroli, as well as sweet gum, and is designed for life's most stressful moments. It helps to improve attention while easing the body and the mind. Lori says, what if someone says they are allergic to lavender? Could they take adaptive? That's a really good question, Lori. So many people will say that they are allergic to the lavender. What I usually find is they're allergic to the synthetics that are found in most lavenders. Our essential oils have the proteins removed. So the protein is where the allergy lies. So I would always say start small with a little bit on your skin. And if they have no reaction, they should be good to go. You have to go with your gut. My gut is to tell you that you're not going to be allergic to this because the protein is removed and the allergy lies within the protein. So hopefully that answers your question. Okay, couple roller bottle recipes. There's some good ones here. You can take some screenshots. Melissa says, thanks. Took some screenshots. I'll definitely rewatch to see the end. Gotta go. Okay, bye, Melissa. Have a good day at work. Okay, roller ball. Shocking, I know you're going to be surprised here, but my first recommendation is the brand new Adaptive Touch. This is the pre-diluted form of Adaptive. You can apply it to yourself just by rolling it on, and it's easy to apply. Like I said, it helps boost mood, assists in centering, it increases feelings of tranquility, soothes and uplifts, reduces feelings of anxiousness and tension. You can apply it topically to the webs of your hands, base of your neck, shoulders, base of the skull for mental wellness protocol. I also think that these emotional aromatherapy touch oils are super important to have for emotional health. If you don't like to make your own roller bottles, guess what? doTERRA already made them for you. I was with some friends last night who just both had very stressful days, and we were all together, and they were just like irritable. They were anxious. They were frustrated. And I was like, are you guys open to using some essential oils to just chill? Because you drive me crazy. And I grabbed Forgive, the renewing blend. And I rolled it into both. I didn't even show it to them. I rolled it into both their hands. I rolled it on their wrists. I rolled it on their chest. And they took a few deep breaths. And within 30 seconds, they were both smiling and laughing and were like completely different people. It was amazing. And then I didn't have to listen to them whine anymore, which was awesome. I'm just kidding. Because we all get like that, right? But it's nice to grab our oils. So the emotional aromatherapy oils, you have Motivate. If you need encouraging, if you need uplifting, you have Cheer. If you need to be inspired, you have Passion. If you need to like let go of anything, you have Forgive. If you need a hug, you have Console. If you need help with anxious feelings and just kind of like feeling a little just not at peace, like scattered, just grab your peace. These are great. If you don't like to make your own, go ahead and grab these. You can get all 6 of these for $100. That's amazing. I literally at all times have at least Forgive and Peace in my purse. And a lot of the times I have Console in my purse. Okay, another great roller bottle blend that I love is the Liquid Xanax blend. This is 20 drops of Serenity, 20 drops of Balance in a 10 ml roller. I'm going to show you where to put all these in a second, but you can snap some screenshots or come back. Many of you have the top 10 oils, so I wanted to give you a top 10 oil anxiety blend. You're just going to do 20 drops frankincense, 20 drops lavender, 10 drops peppermint in a 10 ml. Fill with the fractionated coconut oil. Life and Calm blend. This is 10 drops frankincense, 12 drops citrus bliss, 8 drops lavender, 4 drops peppermint, 10 ml. You can just decide any of these that kind of look for you or look good to you, or diffuse or try different ones, right? A general anxiety blend is 10 drops bergamot, 10 drops lemon, 10 drops citrus bliss, 10 drops lime, 10 drops lavender, 5 drops balance, 4 drops serenity. Fill it up with coconut oil. Mental clarity blend, 12 drops lemon, 8 drops rosemary. This is going to help with focus and attention. 4 drops cypress, gets things moving. 2 drops peppermint in a 10 ml fractionated coconut oil. The chill pill blend, 10 drops clary sage, 15 drops bergamot, 20 drops grapefruit, 25 drops wild orange, 15 drops frankincense, 10 drops lemon in a 10 ml. Post-traumatic stress blend, 2 drops cedarwood, 2 drops frankincense, 2 drops sandalwood, 2 drops lavender, 2 drops vetiver. So where are you going to put these? Some really great places to put your essential oils for anxiety. On your ankles, on the inside of your wrists or inside of your elbows, over your heart, behind your ears, temples, back of your neck is also really good. This is a great just chart for you to kind of think about. But my favorite places are inside of my wrists. That goes right to your heart. So when you're feeling like anxious, overwhelmed, inside your elbows goes right to your heart too, right over my heart. And then I do my wrists and I can kind of breathe it in from there. And I also love doing in the back of my neck. So just kind of play around and see what feels good to you. Okay, so diffuser blends. We want to know some cool diffuser blends, right, that we can use for stress and anxiety. I know you're so surprised that the first thing I'm going to tell you is just put 2 to 3 drops of adaptive in your diffuser. It's already done for you. It's what's going in my diffuser right now. It's amazing. It's very calming, very centering, very relaxing. My sister is a school counselor. I've already sent a bottle with her to school and said all day, every day in your office, diffuse this. And the kids are really liking it already. So that's super cool. Again, that's available October 1st. Calm the beast. This is a great one. When you're just feeling anger, resentment, frustration boiling up, 1 drop each, frankincense, lavender, arborvitae, and lime. Super good diffuser blend. Peace and calm, just 2 drops each, balance and serenity. Creates a calming environment, really relaxing. Love this blend. Simplify. These ones are all good for stress and anxiety, but you could just kind of see which ones jump out at you or which ones you have the oils for. So simplify, you're gonna do 4 drops bergamot, 4 drops clary sage, 2 drops frankincense. Mindfulness, great for yoga, meditation, calming, just being, sitting. 2 drops wild orange, 2 drops clary sage, 2 drops lavender, 2 drops sandalwood. Still waters, you're gonna do 5 drops frankincense, 2 drops melissa, 2 drops patchouli. Nature sounds, 4 drops wild orange, 3 drops frankincense, 1 drop ylang ylang, 1 drop patchouli. Cool rain, this one smells amazing. 2 drops lemon, 3 drops lime, 1 drop spearmint. Be brave, I really love this one. If you're feeling like you are like stuck and you aren't sure if you can break through some patterns and you need to like get moving in the right direction, like 2 drops helichrysum, 2 drops peace, 2 drops wild orange, 1 drop peppermint. I actually have a Be Brave roller bottle blend that I've been using a lot of because I have, Be Brave is great if you have changes coming up or difficult conversations to have that bring you anxiety. That's a really great one. So that is kind of my info I have for you on stress, anxiety, what oils to use, what blends to use, diffuser recipes. I think really the key is providing ourselves with the base, the supplementation that we need to take care of ourselves from the inside out, and then using the oils to supplement through the rest of it. So you don't need to use all of these things. If you want to keep it simple, grab the emotional aromatherapy blend, get on Lifelong Vitality. Grab the adaptive blend October 1st when it comes out. You can get the whole set of the oil, the roller, the soft gels, like all of that together. Just, keep it simple. But if you like to play and you like to get excited with all the different blends, go ahead and grab the different blends too. That's a great option as well. But yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions. I'll hang out here for a minute. I just finished my green juice. I make my own green juice. And doTERRA just came out with celery seed, which is amazing for digestive support. So it helps if you have heartburn, indigestion, if you have digestive issues. It just helps overall healthy digestive system. It can even help with bladder health. Super cool. But I just put a drop in my green juice. It's so good because I'm sensitive to celery. So I can't have celery, but I'm not sensitive to the oil, which is awesome. So cool. I'm super excited. Okay. Any questions, any questions, any questions? The recording, as all with the rest of the recordings, will be in the units under Oil Academy. You can go back and watch any of them. Tag your friends, tag your family. Some great info for you. And yeah, I hope you have a great rest of your Wednesday. I'm off to go live in the Natural Wellness Tips leadership page. If you've ever thought about learning more about the business, we have a really great brand new training that doTERRA offers to just learn more about the business and how you can start to share these amazing products with people. We do weekly training in there, just like we do in here, that's focused on the business, how to sell without being salesy, how to sell without being the creepy person that has all the house parties, how to build a business like I do, where I have the freedom to pack up and leave and go live where I want for however long I want, and it's really awesome. So if you want to help people and help yourself and help your family and share these oils and you want to get into that leadership page and learn more about the business, just message me or comment below and we'll get you added. But I'm going to go pop over there and do some business training. So I will talk to you soon. Bye, guys.